For anybody out there who wants to know, when I was living in New York and I wanted to go somewhere by bus, it cost me 75 cents, right? I was living at the BWS, right? You all know what the BWS is, right? I'm not going to explain what the BWS is because it's, if you've known me by now, then you know what the BWS is. Anyway, when I was living up there, let's say I wanted to go from the BWS all the way to Pleasant Valley to get my mail, Dollar General, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It cost me 75 cents one way. 3 quarters, 3 fucking quarters, 75 cents. I showed the driver my Medicare card, blah, blah, blah. It cost me 75 cents, 3 quarters, one way. I didn't have to schedule a ride or whatever like I have to do down here, right? When I was in New York, I didn't have to schedule a bus ride. I looked online, and I knew what times the buses were coming, blah, blah, blah. So, if I wanted to go somewhere, it cost me 75 cents. I didn't have to make any reservations like I do down here, right? I don't know now, since I'm down here, I don't know the bus schedule, nor do I care. All right. I am now on ADA Paratransit. ADA Paratransit. If I want to go somewhere, I have to, let's say I want to be somewhere on a Saturday, right? I would have to call I would have to call ADA. I would have to make a reservation. I would have to call them on either Thursday or Friday. Like if I wanted to be somewhere on Saturday, I would have to call transportation services on either Thursday or Friday to have ADA Paratransit come and pick me up. It is not cheap. It is not cheap. ADA Paratransit is not cheap. Let's say, because I went to Redner's today, right? I made a reservation. I called a couple days ago. I made a reservation. I was like, hey, I want to go here, blah, blah, blah. Cost me $4. $4. If I want to go to Weiss, I don't know how much that would be. I don't know. But I'm just saying. ADA Paratransit is not cheap. It costs anywhere between $4 and $6. Anywhere between $4 and $6. It is not cheap like it was in New York. When I was up there, I learned the bus schedule because I didn't have a car. My cars kept breaking down, blah, blah, blah. My mom's boyfriend is a cheap ass, kept giving me cheap cars. I never had anything new up there, right? This is back in 2012, 2013, 2014, shit like that, right? Billions of years ago. I learned the bus get like, let's say I'm at the BWS and I wanted to go to Pleasant Valley, get my mail, go to the Dollar General store. I knew when the buses were coming. I had a bike back then. I rode my bike on the rail trail all the way up to Route 44 so I could catch the bus. I knew what time it was, right? Let's say the bus was coming at, I don't know, 2 o'clock, right? I would leave the BWS at, let's say, 10 to 1, 12:55. I would hit the rail trail and head all the way up to where I can catch the bus. And then I got on the bus, paid them 75 cents, and I went up to Pleasant Valley. On the way back, it was also 75. It cost me $1.50 to go from the BWS back. It cost me $1.50 to go from the BWS to Pleasant Valley and back. Down here, it's different. I had a car accident. I can't get around right now. I cannot get around. So I have to either... I have no friends here, by the way. I don't know anybody here. I have no friends here. So I have to call ADA Paratransit. I have to call ADA Paratransit. It costs anywhere between $4 and $6 per trip, one way. Per trip, one way. I have to make a reservation. Let's say I want to be somewhere on a Saturday. I would have to call reservations on like Thursday or Friday so that they can put it in the schedule. ADA Paratransit is not cheap. I had to sign up for that thing because also, I had to sign up for it. I had to, I had to, and then there was an email. I could email all of the forms back to ADA Paratransit, right? Since I don't have a fax machine, I had to email all of the stuff back to them. It took a while, but I got ADA Paratransit. I got ADA Paratransit. It took a while, but I got it. It costs anywhere between $4 and $6. $4 and $6 per trip, one way. Per trip, one way. So if I want to go somewheres, I have to call and make a reservation. Like you do at a hotel. Let's say you're going to the Swiss Alps from the States, right? You can't just show up and have a room right there. No, you got to make a reservation. Call the Swiss Alps from the States. Be like, oh, hey, I'm flying there from Jersey, and I'll be there on a blah, blah, blah. Or let's say you wanted to go to Orlando from Texas or whatever. Anyway, you know what I mean. You have to make a reservation. The same thing with if you want to reserve a car or whatever. The reservation holds the car. The reservation holds the car. So, that's what I do. If I want to go somewhere, I have to make a reservation. I don't like sitting home every day. I don't like sitting home every day. I don't have any friends here. I don't know anybody here. Yeah. I don't know anybody here. I have no friends here. I don't know anyone here. So that's the thing. I have to make a reservation. For ADA Paratransit, I have to make a reservation. It's not same day service. It's not same day. Let's say I want to be somewhere on a Wednesday. I would have to call them on Monday or Tuesday, right? And be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. ADA Paratransit is not cheap. ADA Paratransit is not cheap. It costs anywhere between $4 and $6. $4 and $6. ADA Paratransit is not cheap.